So a couple weeks ago, you tweeted, quote, "Note to President Trump, the media are not the enemy of the people." Also a note to the media, President Trump is not the enemy of the people, which sparked a bipartisan bipartisan backlash and an interesting conversation on Twitter. So it's no secret that the president has his qualms with the media. But President Trump is on record stating that the fake news media is the true enemy of the people, not the media. To a lot of people, and most notably Trump supporters, there's a huge difference between the media, who do their jobs correctly and report honestly and dutifully, like I try to do, and the fake news media, who purposely create false stories and narratives that further create the division in our country. Do you stand by your note to the president, or do you?
I do, and the reason that I do is because the president is rather inexact in his use of the term fake news media, meaning that the president will use it for anything he doesn't like. This is the problem. So if he were to just be attacking particular stories that are fake news because they are out there, or biased news because that is fairly universal, then I'm very much in his favor, although I do think that suggesting that news media that report fake news are quote unquote the enemy of the people. I don't like the phrase enemy of the people because it has Stalinist, history and overtones. But with that said, are they doing a disservice to the American people? Absolutely. The problem is that President Trump has legitimately said things like polls that don't go in his favor should not be believed. And the president has said things that have turned out to be true were falsely reported. So if the president were I think, exact in his use of the methodology, listen, I'm a guy who went on CNN in the middle of the Gaza war in 2014, and I said that if Hamas could have created a news network, it would look exactly like CNN. Right? I'm the guy, right? Like I'm more than happy to go on the media and rip on how terrible the media are at their jobs. I do it pretty much every day on my show.